உங்களுக்கு நெட் வரல சொன்னாங்க.
அந்த லிங்க் அப்படியே ஒரு இது மெயில்ல இருக்கும். கனெக்ட் ஆயிடுச்சுல மெயில் எனக்கு ஒரு மெயில் வச்சு அவங்க யூடியூப் லிங்க் அனுப்பி
சார் உங்க மெயில் கணப்பவா உபேந்திரன் KUBI@sairam.in வந்துருச்சு பாருங்க.
பேசுமா செக் பண்றதுக்கு ஆடியா நல்லா பேசுமா.
Good morning to all and all present here. Good morning to all and all present here.
அதுல போய் அவர் செட் பண்ண சொன்னாரு. இந்த மைக்ல
தெரியலையா? நல்லா பேசுமா.
Good morning all.
இல்ல நேத்தி ஃப்ரண்ட்ல இங்க வரும் அப்படின்னாரு, இங்க ஒண்ணுத்தையும் காணோம். எல்லாமே இது ரிலேட்டடா தான் வருது.
ஆடியோ ஆடியோ
ஆடியோ வரல.
அது வந்து அவர் நிறைய
ஏதோ ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் மாத்திர அது ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் மேல காமிச்சிருக்கு. கேமரா பார்த்தா வெப்காம் இந்த கனெக்ட் ஆகுமா?
எதுக்கு
டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்
இல்லை
பேக் சைடு போடா சீக்கிரம்டா. யாருமே ஜாயின் ஆகல. பாருங்க சரிங்க ஓபன்ல தான் இருக்கீங்க. வெப்காம் இந்த பையன் வரான் அந்த சுத்தம் பண்ணா ஜாயின் பண்ணா என்ன சார் பின்னாடி இருக்குல்ல அது சுத்தம் கேமரா இதனாலயா இங்க வேற ஏதோ ஆன்ல இருக்கு வெப்காம் எடுத்து வரான். சரி இப்போ ரீசெட்டா கூட நான் இது பண்ணேன் சார்.
அதுல டிஜிட்டல் ஆடியோ மாத்தணும்.
ஆடியோவும் மாற்றணுமாண்ணா?
ஆடியோ என்ன ஆடியோ இருக்கு அதுல?
ஒரே ஒரு ஆடியோ தான் காட்டுது. யூஎஸ்பி அட்வான்ஸு, மைக்ரோஃபோனு, டிஜிட்டல் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ்.
டிஜிட்டல் தான்.
இதில் டிஜிட்டல் ஆடியோன்னு
போட்டிங்களா?
போட்டேன்.
இப்போ பேசுங்க மைக்ல.
மைக்
Good morning. Good morning to one and all.
இல்லை மைக் ஆனால் மைக் வந்து இங்கே மியூட்டு மியூட்டு.
Let's welcome to you all.
யூஎஸ்பி ஆடியோ. இன்னொரு செக் பண்ணுங்க. பேசிட்டு
Good morning to one and all present here.
இது ரெண்டு
ஆடியோ போயிட்டு இருக்கு. ஓப்பன் ஆடியோ போகுது.
வேற எதுவும் 3 ஆப்ஷன் தான் காட்டுது.
ஆடியோ அவுட் கேக்குறேன்.
இல்லை அவங்க பேசுறாங்கன்னா அப்படியே இல்லையா?
அந்த யூடியூப்ல காமிச்சிட்டாங்க. A very warm and pleasant welcome to one and all present here. Knowledge increases when it is shared, and today it is a perfect example of it. It's my honor and privilege to welcome our esteemed chief guest, Professor Dr. Amiya Bamik sir, our distinguished guest, Mr. Sivaprakash Badri sir, our dynamic Dr. Uday Mohan Devdas sir, and the prestige occasion. We are grateful to our quality director, Mr. Parani Andi sir, our respected principal, Sri Sairam Engineering College, Dr. J. Raja sir, our delight principal, Sri Sairam Institution of Technology, Dr. K. Parani Kumar sir, and our esteemed director, Dr. K. Maran sir, for the continuous support and guidance. We sincerely thank all our faculty members and students for their guidance and support. We sincerely thank all our faculty members, students for their valuable participation and cooperating in organizing this event successfully. It's my pleasure to host international conference on the topic Technology and Management for Sustainable Development. I once again extend a warm welcome to all dignitaries and guests. We hope this program will be informative, inspiring, and memorable for everyone.
Unity ஒளிபுரிக்கும் தீபம் அறியாமை நீக்கி அறிவு தரும் தீபம். We believe that no great things should be without seeing the blessings of divine. The five bits of Kutuvalakku represents the five elements of nature and the five senses of human body. I now request our honorable guests to come forward and grace the occasion by writing the Kutuvalakku. Please, sir. Thank you. May this spring inspire us to walk the path of excellence, harmony, and growth.
To seek the blessings of the Almighty and to mark our auspicious beginning of today's program, we now invite the choir girls to present the prayer song. Everyone, please rise up for the prayer.
प्रभो गणपते प्रभो गणपते प्रभो गणपते परिपूर्ण வாழ்வருள்வாயே प्रभो गणपते 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 சார்ந்து வணங்கி துதி பாடி ஆடி உந்தன் சன்னதி சரணடைந்தோமே சார்ந்து வணங்கி துதி பாடி ஆடி உந்தன் சன்னதி சரணடைந்தோமே பாக்கியங்கள் யாவையும் தந்தருள் சத்குரு நீயே பிரபோ கணபதி பரிபூரண வாழ்வருள்வாயே பிரபோ கணபதி பரிபூரண வாழ்வருள்வாயே பிரபோ கணபதி गणपते गणपते
Hi neighbors, for the meaningful prayer song that bless the beginning of the year. Now I request Pradeep to welcome Dr. K. Maharashtra for the welcome.
It is with great pride and pleasure. I introduce our director, Dr. K. Maharashtra, a distinguished academician, researcher, and leader whose contributions have made the Sairam Institute of Management.
Good morning, friends. Yeah, very great of you. On behalf of Sairam Institution, I warm welcome to all for our international conference on Technology Management for Sustainable Development 2026. In this great occasion, I am really proud to welcome all the dignitaries on the dais for our prestigious conference, which are highly useful to sharing of your knowledge, experience, expertise in different technology and functional areas. With this, my heartfelt thanks and my warm welcome our chief guest, IRS officer, Mr. Siva Prakash, but IRS, Additional Commissioner of Customs, Government of India. Warm welcome, sir. I am very, very thankful for your kindly accept our invitation. Thank you, sir, for your valuable support. And also, I would like to welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Mr. Uday Mohan, Devadas, Professor, Human Resource Management, Keleniya University. He is entitled to reach this place and occupy these seats. You know the reality, very hot problem, end of problems. I'm really very thankful for you and also warm welcome on behalf of our conference committee. Warm welcome you. And also, I warm welcome today the guest of honor through online, President, Lincoln University, Malaysia, Dr. Amiya Valmik, and also our dear colleagues and my well-wisher Dr. Maraniyadi, retired IAS officer, Quality Director of Sairam Institution, and my dear fellow colleague, Dr. Raja, Head of Institution Sairam Engineering College, my dear friend, Dr. Parani Kumar, Head of Institution Sairam Technology, and also warm welcome our friends from University of Kashmir, Dean School of Management, Dr. Darshi, very long-term friends, and also another one professor from School of Management, University of Kashmir, Dr. Fasula. And also I warm welcome Dr. Dean Innovation, Heading of Information Technology, Heading of Cyber Security, Heading of Electronics Communication, Heading of Civil Engineering, Heading of Mechanical Automations, Heading of Integrated Computer Science, and also my well-wisher, my dear friend Dr. Uma Maheshwaran. Both institutions, IT, cybersecurity, almost all my dear colleagues, those who are highly connected with the IEEE, you are gathering here. In addition to that, I warm welcome all the delegates, the research paper presenters, my dear friends, and my dear colleagues. Once again, warm welcome to all. Even many delegates from Sri Lankan universities, now they are presenting. Warm welcome on behalf of conference committee. So with this, my duty is to define or the purpose of the conference. The purpose of the conference, The earlier conference, IEEE conference, focused purely on technology. Maybe a communication or computing or whatever the technologies. But in our campus, our first international conference, IEEE conference, the combination of the technology and management. Wow, welcome sir. The product affairs, congratulations sir. I think the combination of the technology and management is not new to the world. Right from the beginning, this is like sandwich program. In India, we are focused, technology is separate, the management is separate. Whereas in foreign university, most of the university, majority of the universities focused on technology and management program. Technology alone will not do anything in the world. At the same time, management will not do anything in the world. When you are combined together, when you are producing a product, innovating a product, developing a product, that product should be reached to the right customer, right market. So the management is very important. That's why we have combined the topic, going to the topic, technology as well as management for the sustainability. Today, for the sustainability, technology is one of the major part. At the same time, management also another important part. Both of the technology and management, my perception, or most of the leading expert perception, policy formulation is very important. Without policy formulations, we cannot implement, we cannot succeed anything. In this aspect, even the government of India is one of the best example regarding the startup, unicorn startup. Today, the unicorn startup in India, around 125 unicorn startup. The value is for 1.5 billion, $1.5 billion. So every day we are developing 2 to 3 normal startup, digital startup in India. Even for the unicorn startup, such values are very, very high. Even in our campus, we are traveling with the innovation ecosystem, which are highly supporting to developing and producing very excellent startup business people for the country. So when you are referring the technologies, when you are analyzing the technology, which are highly useful to start up your own business, that such kind of startup only possible to become a unicorn startup in the world. Even Oyo is one of the best example. Flipkart is another best example. So like that, a lot of unicorn companies which are started only from the small scale level. Small scale levels. I think why I am saying here, I think this kind of activities or the research activities which are relevant to the research forum. Here you are going to present more than 400 research articles. Around 250 research articles relevant to the engineering, 150 research articles relevant to the management, at least 5 research articles which are more vibrant relevant to the new startup technology development, which is highly useful for the country. We can able to generate more economy, we can generate more employment for the youngsters. Where you are sustaining in terms of economy, sustaining in terms of employment, sustaining in terms of per capita income. For all these things, the major key factor, policy making. Even the policy making, the government of India regarding the cheap manufacturing company. After the COVID-19, our Indian manufacturing sector, especially 2 wheelers, 4 wheelers, automobile components, automobile industries, the sales went down slowly. Main problem, shortage of semiconductor. So based on the issues, the government of India formulating such a wonderful policy regarding the formation of the semiconductor industries in India. If you are investing 10 lakhs rupees from your pocket, the government subsidies another 10 lakhs rupees. This is the policy formulations. Any technology development, any management development, any humanity development, any society development, policy only speaking about the quality of the country, policy only speaking about the organization. So we are more and more strong of the policies. Even any development countries, the Singapore is one of the best example. There is no cultivation, there is no technology, there is no irrigation, there is no water, there is no electricity. small country, the success only because of the policy. So that's why technology and management combined together with the supporting of the policy, gain of the policies which are highly useful to sustaining in the world market. The people sustaining the world market, the business sustaining the world market, the country sustaining the cooperative market. This is the conference team. Conference team. So with this, I can conclude because there are many speakers daily. Even one more our guest of honor is waiting from Malaysia, KL. So with this, I would like to conclude my welcome speech as well as my brief of conference. Once again, warm welcome and also my grateful thank the chairman, the CEO of the channel. He always supporting. Whenever we used to look at any programs in this campus, he always vibrant, he always supporting, he is always briefing about the SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. Then IEEE, focus, IEEE, almost all faculty members here, members, IEEE members, students also members here. So because of his individual effort, individual particular vision, everyone is following his vision. So the individual vision is more important and his policy is also more important. Almost around 600 faculty members, around 12,000 engineering students following his own guidelines. Because of his guidelines, we are stepping forward and moving upward every day, every year, like stock market values. So here I would like to add 2 minutes about our chief guest. Our chief guest is from Karnataka. He is basically MSc Physics. Then he did public administration. And also he did commerce taxation. Because of his customs, income tax, GST, the taxation is more important. So he has IRS is the highest degree. But at the same time, he needs to possess, he needs to acquire knowledge from theoretical as well as practicals. So he has gained a number of degrees such as small families, happy family. Very simple and humble person. Whenever you take call, I think the duty is basic students who are not able to take call. But I think after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can replay. So sometimes what I thought, whether his presence is there or not, I thought, I forget. I'm afraid. But you are perfect. What you said, you are really great. Honor of you, sir. Welcome. And another gentleman is going to publish a book regarding this Sairam Engineering College. He has faced a number of issues, both the Sri Lankan University as well as Indian University. He is also such a great man, such a small family. He finished his PhD masters from Malaysian University. His wife also the same university. With this, you know the real beauty of his life. Small kids, such a great, wonderful personalities on the dais. Please give me a warm welcome to all our guests. Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your presence. Thank you, sir. Your presence and word have greatly encouraged us. We are truly grateful for your address. As a token of respect and appreciation, I request our principal of Sri Sairam Engineering College, Dr. J. Raja sir, to felicitate Mr. Sivaprakash Patri sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I kindly request Dr. K. Palani, sir, Principal, the Sairam Institute of Technology, to felicitate Professor Vinay Mohan. University of Telangana,
Thank you, sir. I kindly request our visionary director, Mr. P. Palani Andi, sir, to deliver the presidential address. I kindly request our esteemed principal, Sri Sairam Engineering College, Dr. J. Raja, sir, to deliver the key address.
Okay. Happy morning to all of you. I join with Dr. Maran in welcoming you all once again on behalf of Sairam Engineering College. It's my pleasure to be a part of this wonderful international conference. In fact, as I said in the pre-conference banner card, the choice of the theme for the conference is wonderful. Technology management and sustainability. For me, the third term is it's a buzzword. Everybody talks about sustainability in our campus. So Maran sir also taken the sustainability as the third term in this conference. Sustainability, in fact, in a broad sense, it may look very simple, but it is a heavy challenge. Just if you take day-to-day life, or I'm living up with the technology, just as a common man, sustainability. What is sustainability? Because we have here the future engineers and managers are sitting here. They are going to lead the entire nation for the next 4 or 5 decades. They should know about sustainability. Sit down. So sustainability as a common man term, it is there in every day, every walks of our life. It starts from the simple food, day-to-day food, till the technology, and the rocket science. If there is no sustainability, nothing is going to happen. Every human being is working towards sustainability. So that is why I said it's a heavyweight champion, sustainability. So first, my congratulations goes to choice of this theme for this international conference. The second part I have to share is the uniqueness of this institution. Like Maran was mentioning, IEEE in a simpler term, but IEEE is not simple in our campus. We eat IEEE, we breathe IEEE, we live with IEEE. Hope my students here, they will know the breathe, eat, and live. We have, there are 39 societies in IEEE, sir. The only institution in the globe having all 39 societies is Sairam. And it's not a simple society or just like that, we are not making the societies here. It's a vibrant, a vibration is happening. Almost all the societies are vibrant. And the people who are sitting in the front line are the frontline warriors of IEEE. Everyone is a child of the Honorable Society. There are heads of department in our institute, deans of our institution, but they hold a post in IEEE. They make contribution to the society. Leaving out the academic and extracurricular and co-curricular, we focus on the fourth pillar, the society consists. The institution is unique in that matter. We focus on the community engagement or society conscious. That's what I said. We focus on Indian SDG. Dr. Maran was also mentioning Indian. Again, he mentioned very lightly. We are not living lightly any item. In fact, the tagline has 7 habits and 17 goals. That's the tagline we have. 7 habits for effective people and 17 goals for their purpose. All the 17 goals we are taking, and we are not stopping with the goal. We are going deep into the goal. We focus on the targets also. The 162 targets given by UN, because almost we reached 2026 now. The UN goal was targeted by 2030. They given the goals in 2015. 15 years was given by the UN, and almost 10 years have been crossed. Now we are in the 11th year. Only 4 more years are there to achieve the goal, UN goal, 17 goals. So that's the another uniqueness of Sairam institution. The another uniqueness is innovation. That is also touched by Dr. Maran. It's an innovation we do. Again, it's not simple. We take it seriously. A separate team was there for innovation, and we make all the engineers and managers to have innovation in mind. And there also we have a tagline: one student, one startup. One student, one startup is our tagline for innovation. So we have a very good innovation and incubation center is there available in the campus. Almost 100 plus startups are there. More than 25 matured startups are available in the campus. Whatever we do, we take it seriously. We are not stopping with IEEE and EDN. We are moving towards Scout also. Scout is not a simple professional activity, it's a movement. We make it as a movement. We make Scout as a connecting point for the engineers, the managers, and the society. As I said, we connect the young minds towards the society, whatever possible way. So, for all this, I thank our management, especially our chairman and CEO, Dr. Sairam. Right now, he is not in the country, he is in Dubai, in education only. Otherwise, he would be presenting today. So, thanks goes to him for having given permission to organize such a wonderful IEEE conference. IEEE is a technically co-sponsored event this one. And I understand that more than 1,000 papers they received, and 440 is going to be presented in the coming 2 days. And there are 7 tracks they have charted the agenda. So all the best to all the participants. Use this platform to excel, to experience, and gain the knowledge, and serve the people. All the best to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the insightful speech. I invite Kalyani to introduce our chief guest, Professor Dr. Amir Bhavik, sir, and proceed with the address.
It's a privilege to introduce our chief guest, Professor Dr. Amir Bhavik, sir. Now, HKS is and the founder and president of Lenin University College, Malaysia. It played a major role in expanding the university global presence, attracting students from over 30 countries with an academic background that includes multiple master's degrees and PhD. Its expertise in education, management, and social science. He has held important international role, including Director of International Affairs at Ottawa University, and worked closely with UNESCO. In recognition of his contribution, he has received prestigious honors such as Malaysia's 10th Silver Rainbow Malacca Award. His education philosophy emphasizes education as tool for personal, sustainable transformation. Principal work as worship. I request invited gathering to join me in expanding a gracious and also welcome to our chief guest, Professor Dr. Amir Bhavik. Please help to gather to address the gathering through virtually.
இங்க என்ன பாச்சு என்னாச்சு வருதா இல்லையா என்னம்மா அப்படி சொல்ல போறீங்க ப்ரோக்ராம் போட்டு வரலையம்மா வரலையா இல்லை சார் லேப்டாப் பண்ண சார் ஜஸ்ட் அதுக்குள்ள நான் பேச கேளுங்கம்மா என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க 2 minutes ஆயிடுச்சு 2 minutes ஆடியன்ஸ் கெஸ்ட்லாம் சரி ஒர்க் நமக்கு ஆரம்பிச்சோம் சிஏ ஃபோன் பேப்பர் ப்ரெசன்டேஷன் நாளைக்கு இது ஃபார்வர்ட் பண்ணுங்க பேப்பர் ஃபார்வர்ட் இல்லை 24% இல்லை சார் ரெஃபரன்ஸ் எடுத்துகிட்டு கம்மி ரெஃபரன்ஸ் எடுத்துகிட்டே கம்மி பேப்பர் ஷேர் பண்ணி சார் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன் சார் அது போட்டு அந்த பக்கம் மேடம் அவ்வளோ பார்க்கலாம் வரும்போது கூட பார்த்துக்கலாம் ஜஸ்ட் நான் உட்கார வச்சேன் நம்ம வெண்கட்ட பேசிட்டேன் 2 வருஷம் நான் ஃபோன் சார் ஃபோன் அது வந்து அதான் மேடம் நான் பேசுகிறதுக்கு அவங்க வந்தோடனே இது பண்ணிக்கலாம் ஓகே நாங்கெல்லாம் வந்து ஸ்டாப் பண்ணி தான் நிற்கிறேன். அடுத்து அவர் ஜாயின் பண்ணி பார்த்தோம். அடுத்து நீங்கள் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணி 12 சார் 12 சார் கொடுக்கல பண்ணு உட்காந்து பண்ணு.
I kindly request our visionary quality director, Mr. P. Palniadis, sir, to deliver the presidential address. Please, sir.
Good morning to all. I thank our esteemed chairman and CEO, Dr. Sairam, your beloved principals, Dr. K. Raja, Dr. K. Panikumar, your director, Dr. K. Maran, and your chief guest, Mr. Suprakash, the IRS Additional Commissioner of Customs Chennai, Dr. Udayamohan Devdas, University of Kenya, Sri Lanka, and Dr. Dinesh Kumar, Associate Professor, since and all the senior HODs, faculty members, and my students on this wonderful opportunity. It's an international conference on technology and management on sustainable development. I understand it in a way, though the title is a little bit complex, I see it as managing technology for sustainable development. Always
Okay, that's a minute. Christina, sir, he has joined. Sir has joined.
Sir, please, sir.
ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனையே கிடையாது. சஸ்டைனபிளா போயிட்டே இருக்கும். It happens normally. We have
No, sir. Your video is not on.
technology should be managed effectively for any performance. Yes, for a participants.
Yeah, we can see it. Okay, next year. Yeah, we can see. You can place your mom. Yeah, please proceed to talk. Yes. Okay. Excellent, please.
Okay, finally.
Finally,
My sincere apology to all of you. What technology has done. Anyway, thank you very much for inviting me this ICTMSD conference with Sairam institution, and the theme of your conference is very timely. And timely in a sense, it is not only at the conference level theme, but as I travel more than 120 countries in the world, and I see that how important is sustainable development goal. Now, the sustainable development goal is not a simple sentence or simple word. It has a very, very deep meaning. Especially the owners or the managers of educational institution. The educational institution is important, as Swami Vivekananda Prabhu says, that character building. The education is just just not having exams, education is just not delivering the courses, but education has not developed the character with it. Once Swami Vivekananda was in UK London, and one of the English man asked him that, can't you get a good tailor to have a good dress? Because he was in a dress of monastic member. Then Swami Vivekananda replied to that English man, yes, your people tailor makes the dress, but our people, our culture, the Indian culture, we make the character. And who makes the character? It is the educational institutions. So conference like this, educational institutions like yours, should be involved in developing character. And that character is nothing but creating entrepreneurs. And many of entrepreneurs is just not making money. Many of entrepreneurs, how you have challenges, you have a problem, but you do not say, oh, I can't solve the problem, but you innovate the ideas how to resolve those challenges and have positive attitude. One of the philosophers said, I know I have to die tomorrow. That doesn't mean I do not want to live today. I do not want to enjoy today. I do not want to have a peaceful day today. That is what all of us have. So educational institution, the main job is to build a character of entrepreneurship. And through that entrepreneurship, that always positive thinking. And positive thinking is a part of essential criteria to become sustainable goal development. Now, who are responsible characters today? Not only the educational institutions, the family members, especially the parents. The parents have to make different kinds of education so that their children become entrepreneurs. So I very much happy that ICTMSD conference with Sairam institution is organizing a sustainable development goal-oriented team, and the participants who will be presenting, I hope, their research presentations is carried forward what Swami Vivekananda says, that education is the manifestation of divinity which can be manifested the divine character. Now, when you say divine character, the divinity, that means we are all the children of Supreme Almighty, if we believe it. And that Supreme Almighty, the Supreme character, is belonging to each and every human being. And we educational institutions, lecturers, the conference, we should facilitate to express the divine personality to help each and every parts of the society. And at the same time, please remember, we are the tourists in this world, and the God of the travel agent, and the God travel agent has already laid out the routes, and we have to follow that routes. While we are traveling through that route, our job, how we can make the impact in the society, so that society develops, society sustains, and that should be the purpose of humanity. With this, let's pray together. In this world, lots of conflict, people are killing each other, and that is not a sustainable development. That is a sustainable destroy. So let's have this conference, the motto that we live peacefully in this world without having conflict, and that would be the real goal of this conference. Thank you very much. May God continue to bless us.
Thank you, President. Well said. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I kindly request our Director Principal.
Thank you, sir. You can continue, sir. Yes, sir. You can continue.
Thank you. We have a nice visits from an expert from Malaysia. So what I feel is I will be very short, positive. The correct focus will be managing technology for sustainable development. Technology is not new. It is changing fast. இந்த ரெண்டு சிக்கிமுக்கு கண்ட ஒரு சித்தி போது technology ஆரம்பிச்சு. Please remember, technology started functioning, influencing human life in many centuries. The greatest invention in human life is the bee. The greatest invention. Very often we used to say, if we harp upon telling something what is already known, people will say, don't reinvent the wheel. It's already known. But next phase comes the growth of technology that influence human society to a large extent. It started in 1760 in England. When the steam engine was invented, the Industrial Revolution took place first in England. Then it spread to other countries, went on up to 1840. Then came electricity, then came computers, now we have artificial intelligence. Technology is not new, it is changing very, very fast. At the same time, technology is not the end. Always we must think of the philosophical concept, means and ends. What is the end? Technology is not the end. It is a means to an end. The end is sustainable development to all, saving our health, social justice, abolishing the new poverty. All these things are the ends. Technology is only the ends. Here I will focus on ESG, environment, social governance. So whatever may be the status of technology, ultimately it is a governance that influences everything. System of governance we have. It's like Dr. Moran pointed out, policy. Please think of the world geopolitical situation today. What is happening? After Second World War, we had welfare states. Then came globalization. And then now, in the past few years, we are going back to nationalism, individual countries. The multilateralism, multinationalism is coming into this. So I will complete this. So it's always a question of managing technology for human development, for an equal society. I will refer to one book. Have you heard of the novel Oliver Twist, written by Charles Dickens? When the Industrial Revolution was a peak in England, the villages were suffering. People were migrating. The plight of the society gets reflected in the novel Oliver Twist. If possible, read the novel. Another book I will refer to, the poem by Desert and Village, Oliver Goldsmith. When there was, the revolution was very high, the villages were suffering. The villages were desert, there was migration, there was no one in the church, there was no one in the school. People started suffering. Always society has struggled to manage technology for the betterment of all. That is happening. Starting from millennium development goals, now we have the sustainable development goals. Should be achieved by 2030. Not impossible. We have summer victims, summer victims. We go on marching towards that day. The goalposts will be changed. If possible, please read one book by Thomas Piketty, the French economist, Capital in the 21st century. How technological advancement in different countries has spread inequalities and social injustice. Social injustice in many parts of the countries. இந்த உலகத்தில் 800 கோடி மக்கள் இருக்காங்க. 800 கோடி. 800 கோடி எத்தனை கோடிகளுக்கு டெக்னாலஜி பயன்படுத்தி accumulation of wealth. பூமி வாழ்க்கை அழிஞ்சிருக்கு. To rectify this situation, we need better governance. We need policies that will be implemented to sustain the earth, the population, and the whole society. It's a right time. It's a conference is organized. Many speakers are here. We have a down-to-earth situation. So this conference is a great success. And you can eye opener for us all. And very interesting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I kindly request our diligent principal, Dr. K. Palanikumar, sir, the Sairam Institute of Technology, to deliver the special address.
Good morning. Good morning to Madam present here. Respected guests on the dais and off the dais and faculty members, my dear students. I am also executive committee member of ICTMSD. So ICTMSD is organizing the conferences through the world. Around 2,000 conferences per year they are organizing through the world. So this is one of the international conference on technology and management. Normally, this 10 related conferences are organized by the technology department in association with the management department. So really the wonderful opportunity carried out by the Department of Management Science as Sairam Institute of Management Studies. They are separately organizing this event. That is the technology management for sustainable development. So really I am congratulate the department for making the opportunity and giving the opportunity to the different staff members and students and industries. ICTMSD is always working towards the improvement of innovation, technology through humanity. So wherever we are speaking about ICTMSD, it is always connected to the humanity. So the technological development, the managerial advances, and the management development, everything is directly connected to the humanity, and it should be a sustainable one. So that the sustainability is very, very important, whether we are going to take this in engineering, technology, or management. The managerial sustainability will lead to the improvement of the company and the corporate. So that the sustainability leads to the improvement always. The productivity of the people will increase only because of the sustainability, and we must have to maintain the sustainable. I really congratulate that in this conference we are going to discuss about the technology and the management towards the sustainability. So this is a wonderful opportunity for the researchers and the manager to discuss about what are the important things that are taking out in the world, what is the improvement taking in the innovation, and what is the managerial capability fully developed nowadays, and how we are going to apply this concept for the different operations and the different formulations and different categories. So this is a wonderful opportunity for the students and the faculty members and the industry people to discuss about the research that is carrying on towards the technology with respect to the management. Always the technology is connected to the management, then only we are able to lead the world. So wherever you are going to lead the world or lead the industry or lead the educational institution, so there should be a technological development is mingled with the management. Without having the managerial practice, we cannot implement anything in the world. So that this is the great organization of this technology management towards the sustainability. I really congratulate the Department of Management Studies for making the wonderful opportunity for everyone. I wish the departments very success. I congratulate the leader. Recently we have introduced a leader in me. So the leader in me is one of the important things that we have introduced in our institution. So that you must have to find out the leader in you so that we are able to develop the world in a sustainable way. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for sharing such meaningful thought with us. Let's join with us for the conference proceedings release. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite M. Harini to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Sivaprakash Batri, sir.
It's my privilege to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Sivaprakash Batri, sir, an officer of the Indian Revenue Service. He is currently serving as Additional Commissioner of Customs, Chennai. He is associated with key operational wings such as the Air Intelligence Unit and Airport Customs. He oversees important areas including narcotics control, passenger assessment, courier operation, audit and vigilance. He also serves as the nodal officer for deviant services, ensuring transparency and efficient customs clearance. Known for his administration leadership, integrity and public service. He plays a vital role in safeguarding the nation's economic interests. With great honor, I invite our Chief Guest, Mr. Shivaprakash Vivek Bali, sir, to grace the stage and address the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, academicians, and students. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
It's a matter of great privilege for me to be among all of you today and be a part of this conference, which is very interesting and innovative. The very theme of the conference, which is bringing together management and technology, and for achieving a sustainable development. That itself is a very well thought out theme for the conference. I really congratulate the organizers of the conference for having chosen such meaningful and relevant topic for the conference. Ever since our human beings became civilized, maybe starting with the journey of our food, how well we manage our food which we gather, and how well we use our technology to grow more food using those food which was gathered. The technology and management have been a integral part of our society, and through the development in this management strategies and technological advancements, our society has grown from time to time, and now we have reached a stage where we are able to manage complex processes and develop into a technological advancement where we are able to put man outside the Earth's boundaries as well. Every time when the management strategy improves, like you would have seen in the last 2-3 centuries, a lot of administrative thinkers have come and management specialists have arisen. And every technology which comes for it to be put into effect, you need effective managerial technologies. And as and when the managerial technology or the management reaches its zenith or the highest effective sense, again technology has to improve. So management and technology have always gone hand in hand, and in the end it has helped our society to evolve and make our life much more comfortable. And you can see we have all the colleges in India, like Indian Institute of Technology and Indian Institute of Management. We just taught as a separate streams and separate subjects. And it's nice to see that both are being brought together here, and a lot of papers are going to be presented and a lot of discussions are going to happen today. I hope all your presentations and all your discussions today are going to give solutions to a lot of problems that our society is facing. And we are in a position to come out with some effective solutions in the management field as well as in technological field. And I wish all the best for all the presenters who are going to make their presentations today. Talking about the institution, I was going through the profile of the institutions in the last 2 days. It's one of the very few institutions which have set up their own SDG goals and SDG action plan. I would like to congratulate the institution for having set up such action plans for their own. And by organizing such event, you have shown that it is not just for the sake of paper thing, not just on paper. You have put such thought process into action. And when I was discussing with Professor Maran sir, I was saying that every student has been assigned with a specific SDG goals, and we are working towards achieving those targets which are part of the SDGs. It's really a matter of great pride and especially to see that students are also directly involved in implementing these SDG goals. And I hope going forward, even after completion of your academic career, you take forward this spirit and make it a part of your lifestyle and spread it to the people who are around you. I wish you all the best for the conference, and I congratulate the institution for organizing such an meaningful event. And I thank Professor Maran sir for inviting me for such wonderful event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your present work. I invite P.R. Hari to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Udaya Mohan Devdas.
It is my great honor and privilege to warmly welcome Professor Dr. Udayamohan Devdas to this international conference. He is a distinguished professor of human resource management at the University of Canada, Sri Lanka. He is a renowned academic, trainer, consultant, researcher, and the author with expertise in human resource development, leadership, diversity and inclusion, organizational learning, and qualitative research. He holds Sri Lanka's first PhD in human resource development and was also the first professor specializing in human resource management at the University of Canada. Dr. Mohan has contributed internationally as a visiting professor, collaborated with global publishers, and served as a key resource person for international productivity organizations. Known for his commitment to innovation, creativity, and human well-being, he continues to inspire learners, leaders, and organizations worldwide. On behalf of organizing committee and all participants, I extend a very warm welcome to Professor Dr. Udayamohan Devdas, sir. We are truly honored to have you with us today. I would like to call Dr. Udayamohan Devdas, sir, to address the gathering.
So, thank you very much. I1, you know what the I1 means? It's like vanakkam, right? We wish you long life. So, first let me just actually thank the big personalities who are behind me, inviting me here. With a very short notice, I got this invitation on the last, actually, 28th of January. And to process visa, we have to have 7 days to the system. No option for that. To process leave, again, we have to have 8 days. There is no option for that. Theoretically, I'm not a person here. But we are here. Right? Everything happened within only 1 day. Right? It's a kind of miracle. But it's not miracle. It's something that we have to do. Meaning, if you have to will, you can go for it. So don't give up. So first of all, thank you, Professor Maran, for inviting me, and he's a big personality organizing all these activities, and then two principals, Dr. Raja and also Dr. Hari Kumar. Thank you for that. You also for inviting me here. And we have today our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Shiva Prakash. Nice to see you here. And also we have other gathering here. So, and my Sri Lankan friends, there are many Sri Lankan delegates came here. I think more than 10 people here from Sri Lanka. I have a kind of a presentation to share. I was not given any topic to talk because my presence was totally uncertain. But this is what I'm going to talk. People for sustainable development, the key for technology and management. I think you learned a lot of things about technology and management, but what is people? Have you heard about the word people? Anyone? Right. Okay. So we'll see what it is basically. Can you just move on to the next slide, please? Thank you for helping me here. Right. This also. Now, everyone is talking about sustainability. Now, how this sustainability came into today's scenario? I think you all know the fact. But the purpose of the business decided everything. Right? Can you speak on? When I just give the signal and you can move on. Right. Just go through this. Now you see the 90s to 1950s, the business purpose was the profit maximization. So if you have a business, your task was to make profit, any amount of profit. You didn't worry about anything. But that era was disturbed because of lot of the labor issues and also the socialist movements in the world, right? And then it move on to the next stage of employee welfare. The organizations, while making profit, now they have to make sure the employees are happy. Employees' well-being is secure in organizations. But without stopping that, now the concerns for CSR, not only the employees, organization have a responsibility to cater to the society where the organizations are, the community. Now you see the burgers are getting bigger and bigger. But there was a time, and it is not immediate community, it is extended community going to the larger scale of stakeholders. Right? Now you see the purpose of business, the responsibilities are increasing. And 2000 to 2010, the team perspective. And certainly, you're talking about under management. What is management actually? Can you just give me one word for management? Anyone? Decision making. Right.
Management is managing people and the business activities.
That's great. One word. Only a word. Yeah. Great. And I would say utilizing. Earlier it was squeezing and democratically utilizing. You get the maximum out of what you have.
Minimum resources.
Yes, minimum. And that formula at this time could not work because it damaged the environment. And that's where the organizations and the community, through the stakeholder perspectives, pressurize the organizations to go for the environment and the green perspective came in. And after that, from 2010 to today, not only that, now we have ESG, the broader perspective. What is ESG? Environment, society, and governance. Now you see the purpose of organizations getting bigger and bigger time to time, from mere profit making to holistic overall governance, looking at people and also environment. And when you're looking at with the purpose, when you go to the roots of sustainability connected to the purpose of the business. The sustainability before 1972, it was talking about how to manage resources with the needs, the scarcity goes with the economic perspectives. And the economic perspectives at national level came to organizations in terms of management. And that was the era. And 1972, the molding period, that was the era where the term sustainability was crafted. And the organizations and the world started talking about environment devastation. So organizations were more concerned about the environment. And with that, the redefinition of development, 1987 it happened with the UN initiatives. So they redefined development is not something achieving goals, but something meeting your today's need, keep in mind, and be conscious to meet the needs of the future generations. And that was action, and now it's actually integrated to actions through different platforms like this 1998 Earth Summit. And the Earth Summit, they brought 3 pillars under this
today's consumption plus future generations' consumption. So they wrote the people, profit, planet. People for social concerns, planet, environment, profit, economic. So the three pillars were established under this redefined development of sustainability. What are those things? Environment, society, people. Planet, economic, planet, profit, and people. And with that, 2000, the Millennium Development Goals introduced by the UN and the organization, all countries, actually most of the countries pursued that. 2015 was the end of Millennium Development Goals, and starting point of Sustainable Development Goals happened after that. And we are now with the Sustainable Development Goals with the UN agenda. So this is the story. Now you see the sustainability just from a point of selfish consumption to looking at future generations, consumption, preservation. That's how we are evolving. But there is a question. Now, everyone knows about this. So we need not talk about anything of this. And the real meaning of sustainability. It was actually came from 1972 modeling period. Development that meets present needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own. So you have to find how you do this. That's the problem. Can anyone suggest this how you can do this? Suppose that you have a lot of amount of resources and someone says, hey, don't use them, keep them for the future. That's one option. What else do you have? Another option is be innovative. Why do you need to raise resources and also make sure that you commit for the future? So there is intermediate thing, that is value and innovation. The sustainability goes with this innovation part. And these are the pillars established. Organizations who do innovation, who do research, who strategize policies, philosophies, they have to do that with regard to the planet, preserving environment, profit and people. Now today's CSR, today's corporate social responsibility is going with all these perspectives. Corporate social responsibility is not giving something to someone else. It's about the holistic disease of market. But the problem is, again I ask, how do you have to do that? And the research says countries have worked on, technologies have developed, methods have developed, management systems have developed to reduce, reuse and recycle. I think your society is doing this very much, very well. Give me an example.
Sir, in today's they are using plastics in roads, sir, so that is being really used properly.
Yeah, plastic for bricks, making bricks, roads and all. And then you use cow dung for many purposes. And a lot of examples. So if I'm going to talk about cases and examples, maybe I need some few days. And you also know that. What about energy conservation? And you see the list, but all lists are lists. There is one lacking. What is the lacking thing? And Professor Maran was talking about it. And he was talking exactly what I had this. We never talked about the theme also. Right? Now you see, the sustainability, you have to come up with right strategies, policies, philosophies. And you have to do innovations in that aspect. You can copy someone else's model, someone else's protocol, someone else's strategy. You have to look at your context and being contextualized, think about what strategies will work. And then, that is one question. And the how part is the technology and the method. We have to go with the innovative research investigations to find out how we have to do it. Again, we can learn from the
the rest of the world. We can imitate, but we can develop our own things, right? And the management also going with it. In which way? Which way? How do you have to do this? One segment is which way? So whose management then? Are we going with the Western protocol, or Asian protocol, or hybrid protocol, or your own way? And these three questions should be there. But there is another question. Now you see the sustainability is difficult. To have sustainable society, we have to have this. But there is another question, another problem. The core of STM, strategy, technology, and management is, I say people. Why do I say people? The people in general dictionary word terminology is just inhabited, occupied. But I introduced this word in my kind of experimental work based on my PhD studies, 10 years teaching, and also research experiments. I wrote this book in 2020. People in People Operations for National Development. Integrating model of HR, HRD, and national HR. So we have different subjects. That's why I said, I asked, what is M, management, and D? Can anyone say the difference between M and D, HRM and HRD?
Human resource management and human resource development.
Yes. M, I mentioned it's about squeezing, utilizing. D, there is a limit of squeezing. You have to improve it, enhance the capacity. So capacity enhancement is the D. Remember, you can't squeeze unless otherwise you develop. So my country is a squeezing country. And we have a lot of orientation for welfare. So we 100% we do free education. You don't need from kindergarten to a PhD, free education. And the government gives a salary to them for the students, every month they are given. In that case, they are excellent. Our human resource development index we are in top. And Sri Lanka is unique. We are 3,000 plus per capita. I don't know in India, what is the per capita in India? Anyone knows about your per capita? Yeah. When you look at per capita, 3,000 country and other country, we are like on top of all most of the Asian countries. In South Asia, we are leading in the human development index. Because education is free, health is also free. Health is also free. But unfortunately, we are not capitalizing on this. Meaning what? We are not related this segment into performance. If you do not link your investment into performance, it becomes just welfare. Right? So that is a missing point. If you ask the Southeast Asian model, the secret behind the Southeast Asian countries, we're talking about Singapore, Malaysia, all countries were behind us in 1960s. Sri Lanka is leading, right? Because they invested a lot in people capacity enhancement. Even today also, when you look at the government budget, more than 25% of all for education, formal and informal education and training and development. And South Asia model, not only Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, all our model, we are not developing, we are managing. So, this model, in this book, I have talked about the limitations of HRM, introducing the HRD, and it's talking about its limitation and taking that to national level, high level, because my PhD was defining Malaysia's national human resource development. And then integrating, introduce the concept of people in. So in the people in concept, you manage and develop not human resource, but people. Do you think the word human resource is appropriate? What is the most important resource in an organization? Yeah? Innovations. Resource. Some would say people, but remember, people are not resources. People are people. So this is the main philosophy. We need giving identity. That's why I say, right? Looking out of the organization and cradle to grave. Traditional HR, organization HR want to work, but people is cradle to grave. And HR is workforce oriented, but people is population oriented. So with this, the people basically directed performance context, integrating different fields together. But there is another question. Even to make this workable, make sure innovation should be there, but we have a problem. Organizations have to analyze, countries have to analyze the people issue portfolio. We call PPI. PPI is basically going with the innovation. But in organizations and countries, when you look at some countries, some part of the world enjoy a lot of benefits and their well-being is very high. And some part of the world even suffering without having any basis to do their basic living. What particular question? Right? So we are talking about sustainability, developing everything is like this underdeveloped state. Why? We have our issue. Mainly, the research says and practical cases also project says where we have gone wrong, why we are suffering, because we have not understood our value chain. So we have to investigate, we have to do something, research or all, where we have a kind of a value chain. For example, in India, right, with the main river Ganga, there is a big culture, and big economy. So there is a value chain. So we have to understand a lot of failure cases are not into this. And another case is this. Is it the place where you have to just worry things? No. Another problem is we have to look at, we have to worry things. Strategic, understand those strategic pain points. Rather than being reactive, you have to be proactive. What about this case? The world is developing technology. But do you think the technology has developed people? Just switch off your phone, switch off your power. Can you live? Can you so? Without the calculator, can you just work out a small sum? Then will how you develop? Suppose whatever tsunami comes or whatever happens, power gone. Can we live? No. What has happened? There is a imbalanced development of people capacity. Now, when you look at the lion's family, all lion kids have to learn. If there are thousands computers, in all 1,000 computers they have to live. Otherwise, they cannot survive for 1 week. But in this world, without basic skills, still we can live. That's good because that's a gift of humanity. Being human, that's a plus point. But the capacity development mechanism is powerful among animals than people. Right? And the other thing, we distract the environment, we destroy the environment. Now, these are the major issues, major problems. The 4 major disasters. Because of these 4 major disasters, the sustainability has been a question. The reason is why. What it is? That I said, Your policy, your management, your technology, everything is people issue portfolio. Whatever the problems happens, it's about these are the people issue dimensions. So you have to do something here. You have to do something here. So the issues in technology, issues in management, issues in policy is because of people attitude problem, mind problem, skill problem, behavior problem, task problem, culture problem. So what? All the sustainability, the foundation is people. Organizations have to look into this, analyze the people issue portfolio, and see what interventions can be done. Countries have to understand their people issue portfolio, understand what interventions to be done. And even region, states, industries, even family, even individual. What is my people issue portfolio? I have to analyze it. And then we are working on it. So that is how I have given this model of people in Promoter 1. Right? I invite you to think about this in a higher level. Thank you very much. Maybe you can read my book also and see my publications on this area. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your great speech and graciously being part of this occasion. Now I request Dr. C.R. Sindhinaran, sir, Senior Professor, Sri Sairam Institute of Management Studies, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon. It gives me immense pleasure to propose a vote of thanks for this conference. On the onset, I would like to thank the chairman who has created this wonderful institution for us to have this conference. And also thanks our CEO and chairman who continue this legacy of this project and take it forward to the next level. I would like to thank guest of honor, Mr. Amia Bhatia, President, Indian University College,